Have you ever given everything to your faith, trusted fully, prayed without ceasing, believed with all your heart, and still felt like nothing in your life was working? If you've ever questioned God, wondered where He is in moments of chaos, or felt like your faith itself is failing, you're not alone. Welcome to When Faith Feels Like Failure, finding strength in spiritual disappointment. Let's talk about that heartbreaking moment when your prayers feel unanswered, your hopes feel crushed, and your belief starts trembling beneath the weight of life's burdens. It's a moment that's raw, humbling, and often isolating. You wonder, am I doing it wrong? Do I not believe enough? Has God turned His back on me? These questions, these struggles, aren't signs of weakness. They're a reflection of being human, of walking through the valleys of the Christian journey. And believe it or not, these moments of spiritual failure can carry within them the seeds of your greatest growth. Here's the truth that is hard to hear, but transformative when understood. Even when you feel like God is silent, He is not absent. In your spiritual disappointment, He's crafting something better than you could ever ask for. But let's be honest, while we know this in theory, living through it feels impossible. It hurts. Faith is not about perfection. It's not about always being strong or unwavering. Faith is, by its very nature, dependent on God, not on us. And sometimes holding on to faith doesn't look like singing praise. It looks like crying out in frustration, "Lord, where are you?" Think about that. You're not failing in your faith when you feel disappointed. You're exercising it. The Bible is packed with faithful saints who felt like failures in their faith journey. Moses yelled at God, feeling inadequate when he was called to lead the Israelites. David cried out in the Psalms, asking why God had forsaken him. Even Jesus on the cross voiced the ultimate heartbreak, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And yet, in every one of these moments, God was present, working powerfully amidst the pain. So what do we do when faith feels like failure? How do we press forward when disappointment rocks us? Start by being honest. God doesn't need perfection. He needs authenticity. Tell Him how you're feeling, even if that means admitting anger or confusion. Don't bury those emotions. They can be a foundation for deeper connection. Look at the life of Job. He didn't hold back in expressing his grief, and yet through it all he remained faithful. God honored his struggles, restoring much more than what he had lost. Second, lean into the community God has given you: family, church, friends. Don't isolate yourself when you re-struggling. It is only in unity that we find strength and encouragement. Spiritual disappointment is normal. It's part of being human, and you're not the first to experience it. Sharing your burdens allows others to walk the journey alongside you. And finally, remember this: disappointment in your faith is not the end of the story. It is part of the process. You might feel like your faith is crumbling, but God is building something sturdier. Think of a seed planted deep in the soil. It looks buried, lost, forgotten. But beneath the surface, there's growth happening that no eye can see. In time, it will break through to the light, stronger than ever. That's what God's doing in your life right now. What feels like failure is actually preparation. If you're walking through a season of spiritual disappointment, hold fast to this truth: God is still working. Strength doesn't come from never questioning. It comes from continuing to trust when questions remain unanswered. You are not failing, you are growing. And God hasn't abandoned you, not even for a moment. So take heart, keep this journey alive. Share this video with someone who might be struggling today. Turn your disappointment into conversation. Let this be the spark that reminds you of God's unending faithfulness. And while you're here, make sure to hit subscribe for more gospel inspiration. Together, we'll navigate the highs and lows of faith and find hope even in life's darkest valleys. You're not alone in this. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you as you move forward. Remember, the hardest seasons often lead to the biggest miracles.